Live here, March 31st, 5:20 p.m. This is Hannibal here from the Hannibal TV.com. I just finished a Skype interview with former WWE superstar Eugene, who is a 10-time OVW champion and has wrestled for Ring of Honor as well. So that's going to be on my patreon.com/the Hannibal TV site, ad-free very soon, and also some clips on here. I like him. I actually wrestled Eugene in WWE before on Sunday Night Heat, which, by the way, I've had a lot of people ask me recently to do a video on my WWE matches I had, even though they were just enhancement matches. If people want to see that, write in the comments yes or no. If enough people say yes, I'll do it. But the reason I'm doing this video, firstly, the most important news is Roman Reigns has released a video confirming that he is out of WrestleMania. He made the choice for his family and his health. He does have leukemia. It's under control now, but he still has a weakened immune system. So despite this, WWE is still advertising him for WrestleMania to face Goldberg, even though the match has already been recorded, reportedly, between Goldberg and Braun Strowman. A lot of people have asked me what my opinion on Roman Reigns is. I don't have any issues with him, although I did want Goldberg to win that match. There was a weird moment on Raw last night, and I actually looked this up, in this match against Montez versus Austin Theory. I don't know who either of these guys are, other than I saw this clip where basically, I guess Theory was supposed to be tripped, but he wasn't, and it was supposed to be tripped so he wouldn't do a dive, but because nobody tripped him, he went ahead and he did this dive anyways, where I guess this Montez guy was on the outside thinking that he was supposed to be tripped and not have to catch him. So Theory did the dive and basically landed right on the ramp going up pretty badly. And then to top it all off, this Montez guy who was starting to get up but didn't do the catch saw that Theory took the dive, and for whatever reason, he took a bump there anyways, which made absolutely no sense at all. So the most weird thing about all this is this was a taped Raw. It wasn't live, and they still left that in. That's very WCW-ish. And as I've heard other people saying, since it was taped, when the screw up happened where the trip didn't actually come off, they could have easily just reshot it. But for whatever reason, they left in the botch, I guess you could call it. I guess the deal where WWE was supposed to potentially have their main pay-per-views air on ESPN instead of the network looks like it might be off, according to the Wrestling Observer. They are really pushing pay-per-view buys for WrestleMania rather than people just joining the network. They're trying to convince people to pay like $60 or whatever it is to order WrestleMania on pay-per-view. And I think it's like $60 a night or something like that, rather than just pay $9.95 for the WWE network. I guess, according to the Observer, they might be doing this to like help their finances, because they'll make more money if people buy it on pay-per-view. The Khabib fight on UFC 249 is off again, so that's going to be the 5th time the fight has been canceled. Jacksonville has shut down hotels for all non-essential workers, and they're also enforcing a strict 10 people limit of 10 people being around each other at once. Therefore, AEW this week is not being taped in Jacksonville, rather an undisclosed southeastern location. WWE and Sony Pictures India have announced a 5-year extension on their deal. So lots of revenue coming to WWE from India. It says that this deal will deliver WWE's flagship programming as well as localized content. So you can only assume they're probably going to open up an NXT India eventually. I did post a Abdullah the Butcher compilation video in recent days that has had a lot of views and a lot of feedback. A few idiots out there commented that for my own incident where Abdullah cut me with a hepatitis C infected blade without my permission, that's an assumed risk because his name is Abdullah the Butcher. That makes no sense at all. I just interviewed Eugene, who played a handicapped character. Does that mean he's really handicapped and you can expect him to drop you on his head because he doesn't potentially understand how to throw you down in a move safely? No. Abdullah the Butcher is an entrepreneur. He's had 2 restaurants, one of which is still open. He still has a management company. He's not really a crazy guy from the Sudan. And when you wrestle someone, you put your well-being in their hands and you expect them to take care of you. So no, there's no assumed risk that someone's going to infect you with a deadly disease. If people say that, they're complete idiots.